Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're all doing fantastically well. In this I'll be doing turn 8 for the Germans, in this episode, maybe I should clarify, in this episode I'll be doing, God blimey, what is wrong with me? I'll be doing turn 8 for the Germans of my Anzio playthrough. Okay, so we're into November. Personally, we're into October. This is being shot on the 1st of October, 2023. In the game, we're in the first week of November, 1943. We had the last Allied turn, a couple of attacks going in. No real change in ground. The only effect of it was losses on both sides. More Allied losses, but the Allies have got the replacements to take it. So we're now into the German turn. We know that the Allies have pulled forces out, ready for an Anzio invasion, if they want to do one. And as I've shown in previous videos, I have got a little card deck system to determine if there's actually an invasion. But that was to keep me in, to surprise me. So I know now that there's Allied units that are ready. Will they do one? The card will tell me. If you haven't seen what I developed for the card system, I'm not going to repeat it here. Watch the prior videos. So what that means then, that the Germans have actually got to put something to defend those areas with at least something just in case. And that's going to stretch the Germans, but it's also stretched the Allies because they've got to now pull something out just in case. And I don't know because the card will tell me. So let's have a look at the map board. So my little tokens to remind me that this is a mud turn. So I've got to move at the mud movement rate, which is for plain terrain 2, for rough terrain 4. The Germans are also getting another fort, and these are turning out to be little demons, and they're getting 2 actual replacements. And do they get an additional unit this turn? Doesn't look like they do. Right, this is the first turn of November. No, November. Next turn they get 2 more. Oh, they get some mountain units. So they're getting no additional combat units other than these replacements, which get placed in Rome. Okay, and the new fort, well, we can determine that during the movement where they need a fort. So, moving up the board then, you can see the front line. Remember that this unit, even though it's a similar colour to that, that's an Allied unit. I know, it's a bit frustrating. I find it the one downside to this game so far. I'm going to put that there to remind me that that's an Allied unit. Because if I'm doing a quick look, or I pause the video, or I do something like make myself a cup of tea, I might quickly start mounting an Allied attack on that. I know it won't be an Allied attack in this turn, but you get the point. You can understand what I mean. So, yes, I've marked the potential beaches with these dice. So we don't know which one it's going to be. So Anzio there's got a 1, 2, and the eastern side I've got a 3 and a 4. So there's got to be something garrisoning there, those areas. We definitely need to occupy Anzio because that's a victory location. Oh, can't see what I'm pointing at. Anzio there. So we're going to actually put one of these replacement counters there. Because if the Allies land, they've at least got to fight for it. Now, this is a wide expanse of open ground here. We probably need a bit more than, because the Allies would be able to move 3 movement points in on an invasion. Now, the invasion is potentially smaller, but they can still get in. Oh, it's getting very fadey there. It says initial lift 16. They can bring in 75% of that, so that's 12 stacking points. could potentially land at that beach or that area. We don't know this is going to be the invasion, but we need to at least put something there. So we actually have this little division way over here has marched down last turn from the north. Let me just show you the north. There we go. All the way to there, and now I think it's about time we actually bring him to the Anzio area, this wide plain here. So he can strap move, he's not adjacent, so let's see what's the quickest route. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He gets to Rome. 14. Let's put him 15 to there. And then let's put him. I think this whole beach area, but it's potentially open. So let's cover actually these with zones of control. We're definitely going to keep a unit in Anzio, but I mean this is wide open here, so we probably need a unit here as well. But do the Germans have said unit? Well, this guy here has got to make a 1 to 4 attack against all these because he's adjacent to them, and he's now only got 1 effective combat step. So if he takes 2 losses, that's gone. So we don't want to take too much out of any of these garrisons. So we'll take 1. I say the Germans are using their actual replacements as garrison units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He didn't start adjacent, so he can strap move. 7, 8. I keep mentioning that because I did do that in one of the earlier videos. And now I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 using the roads. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's got 16 total. 14, 15. Good plain terrain in mud is 2. So they've covered the Anzio beach. We've got nothing here though against beach potential number 2. Now this is not so big. It's got an initial lift capacity of 18 because it's closer to the Allied position. So he could bring in, I think it was rounded up, so probably 13 points if they wanted to. And this was the active beach. I don't know what's the active beach, and there might not be an active beach at all. But we'll at least have to bring a unit over there. Have we got anything spare? It might be worthwhile to bring a panzer if we can. So we can't come this way because there's a zone of control from that chap. So we can't go that way. And as I say, I'm glad if I wasn't using tweezers, this would be an absolute mess. And even with tweezers, it's not quite a mess, but yeah. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to cross this rough. He doesn't start adjacent. He's still not going adjacent, but he can't go into that hex, and then he would be. So it's 1, 2. Cross that rough is another 4, so that's 6 to there. Okay. 6. Following the road. 7, 8, 9. Actually, we're at 6 to there. We want to get to here. So what's there's rivers, we can't go through that hex. 6, we can strap move, so we can go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, yeah, you can get there. So he's 1, 2, plus 4 is 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So how did I work it out and now I can't work it out? He's starting in that hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that hex there. Along that road from that, this is where the rows, not being precisely in hexes, is a bit difficult. So it's 1, 6, 7 to there. Then he's crossing that rough ground, so that's +4. 7 plus 4 is 11. He's again crossing another rough ground, plus another 4. That gets him to there, crossing that rough ground to there. Wait a minute. Crossing from there to there is another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 along the road. This is... Okay, this is Alpini. Alpini, that's all movement. So he can't go that way. So we know 1, 2, and then to there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 and a half, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Got there in the end. We're going up here, along this road, into Rome, as a beer, dances around the fountains, and then finally gets to, what's this place called? Terracini, or whatever that is in Italian. And if you're Italian, put it in the comments, or if you know Italian, because I would have no idea how to pronounce Terracina. Absolutely, I shouldn't do it. It's like my German appalling, and now I'm trying Italian. So we've got a Panzer unit at the back here. Is that actually the best unit to take there? Because he's actually at full strength. Well, we can't use replacement counters, can we? Because we're using the replacement counters to hold the front line, so it doesn't matter. All right, so that's covering that beach. What about this one? Oh, look, let me just move the camera. There he is. This beach here. I think we're going to have to do it on the cheap again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Didn't start adjacent, so he's fine. So he'll stand there. I think we might... Should we put 2 replacements in there? I think so. So we will take... Well, I'll tell you what. We'll leave that one in there. And we'll take... Leave that there, and we'll take an armoured replacement and put him there. Okay, so that's those hexes covered. We definitely don't need to move this. This position's holding. Last turn I was doing some attacks for the Germans. I'm not going to do it. Don't need to. The prerogative at the present moment, there's nothing obvious to attack. So the prerogative on the Allies to attack. And the Germans are going to try and hold the line, but will counterattack if necessary. We have actually a reserve unit here, but we're leaving it here just in case there's a breakthrough here. We can't reinforce that unit. We could attack over here, but again, it's got a defense of 4, 5. No, not attacking. Hold the line. Hold the line. Okay. I think the Germans are going to fall back here. And they've got the Hermann Göring. No, it's not. That's the second para. He could take a replacement. 1, 2, 3. So he's too close for a replacement. So we could bring him back, but then he's out of the line. We need him in the line. Or do we need him in the line? This invasion beach could be hit. We want to be up there. You know what? I'm actually going to bring the para. Put him there. He's a nice strong unit. This unit needs to take a replacement. It'll be too close to the front. So what can we actually get him all the way across the board to a place where it's got replacements? One. Oh, wait a minute. Again, the roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 into Rome. 14 into Rome. 15 to there. He's got a total of 16, so it's 15 to there. So I'm actually going to take that replacement rather than move it into, oh, you can't see, rather than moving the replacement into the town there, because the division can't get to there, I'll just put the replacement back, and in actual fact we're going to rebuild a German unit with a replacement. Whoop whoop. Okay. So let's put that there, holding the line. We've got another German unit here, which is at full strength. So he will actively go there. And the one that's not at full strength, we'll bring it back so you can have a little holiday there, and we'll actually rebuild that as well. So we actually are going to build some Germans back up as we're not attacking. So these guys aren't moving. Actually, I'm tempted to improve the defense of that stack. Bring back a replacement there, so at least got a zone of control. And so those two divisions there. And we've got an armoured replacement that's not necessary in there. So we're going to bring that along the road to here to give him a retreat path in case there's some allies that pop in the back. So, not great defence-wise. I mean, that is so weak. If that goes out on their attack, it's breached. You know what? I'm going to have to leave that division there, or a division there, because it is just too weak. So the next question is, we've got one more fort. Where are we going to build it? To help defend, I think it's either got to go here or here. That's a big division. But if the invasion's over there, and then the allies come in here, take that out, cut off his path, retreat path, he's got to retreat, he's dead. If we build a fort there, fort can't be built in adjacent to an enemy. There's no other than that distance restriction. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, isn't it? Let's hope that that position holds, so we're going to put it here. and then next turn we'll get another fort. We can put it there if they haven't breached here. But there is now, then there are 3, 4, that's a defence of 8. Swings around, can't be everywhere. But at least now I've got a defence at each of those potential beachheads. Not great, but maybe enough to stop the Allies getting too far, because the Germans on a turn after invasion get a couple of units, and then another 2 on a turn after that, which hopefully then can contain. So there are some Germans on the beaches, or in the areas, as you can see, because I'm just not sure as and when, who and what that invasion is going to be. So 1, there's no attacks. The Germans, oh no, there has to be an attack. He has to attack. And he attacks the whole lot, and he's attacking at 1 to 4. So let's do the die roll of doom, because that's what it's been. No one's really. And he's got a 4. On a 4, he has to retreat. No step losses. He has to retreat. He's in a fort. He doesn't have to retreat. So that's the little subtleties of this. At 1 to 4, you can sit there, bang your head, and still hold the position. Oh, I've got a couple of units that have taken replacements, haven't I? These that should have been done before the attacks. So it was a para. He's taken an infantry replacement. So let's take that off. And he is second para. I should say it correctly. Second Fallschirmjäger, because they are Germans. And he's now back at full strength. And then we've got this Hud, who took a loss last time. He's now back at full strength. Which also means the Germans have got replacements that they can take next turn. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's bring you back up. Well, thank you for watching. I hope my explanation of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and my thought process all helps. I do like that when I watch YouTube videos, when it's not just a case of I'm spending one movement point and that's as far as I'm going, and they're not explaining why, what for. I find that frustrating a little bit, so I record these as a way that, as a narrative a little bit. The Germans are definitely digging in. Those forts, there are now 4 on the map, and I've just seen how difficult it is to take 1. So as the Allied player, they need to get something moving, and hence you can see why they did the second invasion. We've got the kit to do it now. Good point, I haven't actually allocated that the German air. The German air will be on that fort in the front line, the one that's being surrounded. And it's a gradual attrition. The Germans can't reinforce it, but yeah, it's taking time. Ignoring retreats means they're not getting through. So time is marching on, and the Allies are running out of it, but they only need to take 1 more objective. So I hope you're finding this as fascinating as I am by playing it. Do all the usual YouTube bollocks. Subscribe, thumbs up, and comments. Again, as I've said in the previous videos, the more comments I get for a game encourages me to do it again, and I want to do the advanced game on this. But as I say, if I'm not getting any comments and I'm not getting any feedback from you guys, I'm going to move on to something that you might give feedback on. So if you want to see this, let me know. But until then, and until next time, for the turn 9 of the Allies by internet,